It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, It's time for our musical guest.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I should just go home now because that was so wonderful. How can I top that? But I have a little personal confession to make, something that has happened to me recently. So I'm going to sing about it because what else are crises and problems for except mining for comedic gold? And this is a sign of just how far I was willing to go in the service of comedy for the Thursday show.
Hey, that rhymed.
Now see here, you'd think that this long pandemic would be over by this fall. So I feel strong frustration that it's not. Thanks to psychotic nut jobs whose selfishness hurts us all. I took all the right precautions, but look what I got. In other words, from exposure to morons who won't take the damn vaccine, a poison can get COVID-19. See, my husband brought it home from work and they gave it to me, they said. Though I would have preferred that he brought me some candy or flowers instead. And this isn't exactly how I'd hope to spend time with him in bed. A poison and a couple can get COVID-19. Now some say, so we get a few breakthrough cases. No need to get so distressed. True, but that doesn't mean it's not a royal pain, and it cost me some strain. I freelance, so I've lost income, and I'm basically on house arrest. And what if my husband and I drive each other insane? In other words, thanks to misinformation that's spreading on every screen, even sane folks can get COVID-19. Jerks who say they're defending their freedom and personal liberty ought to know that their ignorant behavior affects lots of folks like me. So we all got a mask and I'm stuck in my house, which is not exactly free. It's their fault. I got COVID-19. And furthermore, just from trying to bring anti-vaxxers in, our patience has begun to wear thin. You can say we should try to persuade and not shame with things so fraught. But, well, screw that. It's about time for mandates so morons will get the shot. 'Cause I'm sick of us being responsible when these schmucks are not. They gave me a contagious disease. I hot, then I freeze with the wheezes and the sneezes and a headache that isn't a breeze. From a lack of community sanity, I feel crappy and must quarantine. A poison could develop COVID-19.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
That's
Fantastic. Hey, Steve. Was that you I brought up, Steve?
I think we both did. But yeah, so now I'm going to do one that sort of answers that
Without having known what. You're going to do one that answers that?
Yeah, without knowing what she was going to do. And here's what I've got.
Well, I put on a mask.
That's good.
And then I'll answer Steve's.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't have to, but you can if you want. Mine's
Of course
very
I want to.
Mine's like 20 seconds long.
Oh God, no, it's
Yeah.
no longer than 20 seconds.
Delta spawn, damn, we thought this crap was gone. Could it be we're going back to quarantine? Now the governors of red states have all outlawed mask mandates. Seems to me the GOP wants us to die. I'm so glad I got my full vaccine.
Okay, well,
That's
I
all I
have
got.
to answer that because
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I
Okay,
do.
yes, you
And
do.
actually, I'm going to answer it with, hold on a second. Do I have it? Yes, I'm going to answer it with what is wrong with all those governors who are saying that we've got to outlaw max mandates, but put that in perspective. So let me just pull up a track here. Hold on. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Now, I didn't write a brand new song. Where is it? Hold on. Hold on.
Full disclosure, mine's about a month old.
Oh, come on, Steve. I would have believed you just wrote it right now. This is not a month old, but it is on my album that was supposed to come out October 1st. But since I've been laid up for a couple of weeks, it'll be a little bit later. I'm going to do a mini album. The title is I'm Fine with an Asterisk. But one of the songs on it, which I was actually going to do, but instead, because Steve talked about all these idiot governors who won't. We ought to rename this, by the way, instead of the Delta variant. I know one comedian who refers to it as the Darwin variant. So that line. But history will prove that they are wrong. And here is my little answer to that. You will find that humankind is constantly progressing. What we believe evolves, just wait and see. Set the declaration. But some folks won't lose outdated views as change they try repressing. That never works, so then those jerks will be on the wrong side of history. Why be so resistory to any type of open-minded thought? Cause what used to be okay ain't kosher, no sir, not today. Life moves forward like it or not. For example, folks used to moan about the telephone or that horrid horseless carriage, and a lady wasn't decent without a girdle. Remember all the crap they said would happen if we had gay marriage? Well, it turns out no one tried to wed their turtle. Now we're on the wrong side of history. Now it seems a mystery why folks feared wife and wife or hubby and hubby. But now giving rights to trans kids makes right-wing nutjobs flip their lids the way they did about that Teletubby. Or you pick a side to stick to, do a little research. Cause if to keep up with the times you're failing, your name will go with George Wallace, Joe McCarthy, and John Birch, Anita Bryant, Phyllis Schlafly, and Sarah Palin. On issues that range from climate change to not suppressing voting, racial justice, women's rights, and equal pay. Oh, we can make things be more fair and free without our heads exploding. How the Vatican even forgave Galileo after only 350 years. That was on the wrong side of history. Yeah, change is tough and blistery, but we don't need to meet it with such defiance. Like now, when we all face a crisis, honestly, the best advice is stick to facts, reality, and science. Republican governors, or else you'll be on the wrong side of history. I don't mean to use attack words, but stop trying to go backwards, or else you'll be on the wrong side of history. So wear your masks.
Woo!
Lauren,
Let's do it, everybody.